Coordinates: 47 degrees north 29 degrees east, 47 degrees north 29 degrees east, 47. 29 Moldova, officially the Republic of Moldova, is a landlocked country in Eastern Europe. It is bordered by Romania to the west and Ukraine to the north, east, and south. The capital city is Chișinău. Most of Moldovan territory was a part of the Principality of Moldavia from the 14th century until 1812, when it was ceded to the Russian Empire by the Ottoman Empire and became known as Bessarabia. In 1856, southern Bessarabia was returned to Moldavia, which 3 years later united with Wallachia to form Romania. But Russian rule was restored over the whole of the region in 1878. During the 1917 Russian Revolution, Bessarabia briefly became an autonomous state within the Russian Republic, known as the Moldavian Democratic Republic. In February 1918, the Moldavian Democratic Republic declared independence and then integrated into Romania later that year following a vote of its assembly. The decision was disputed by Soviet Russia, which in 1924 established, within the Ukrainian SSR, a Moldavian autonomous republic on partially Moldovan inhabited territories to the east of Bessarabia. In 1940, as a consequence of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, Romania was compelled to cede Bessarabia and northern Bukovina to the Soviet Union, leading to the creation of the Moldavian Soviet Socialist Republic, which included the greater part of Bessarabia and the westernmost strip of the former MASSR. On the 27th of August 1991, as the dissolution of the Soviet Union was underway, the Moldavian SSR declared independence and took the name Moldova. The Constitution of Moldova was adopted in 1994. The strip of the Moldovan territory on the east bank of the Dniester has been under the de facto control of the breakaway government of Transnistria since 1990. Due to a decrease in industrial and agricultural output following the dissolution of the Soviet Union, the service sector has grown to dominate Moldova's economy and is over 60% of the nation's GDP. It is the second poorest country in Europe by GDP per capita. Although Moldova has a relatively high Human Development Index, it is the lowest in the continent, ranking 90th in the world. Moldova is a parliamentary republic with a president as head of state and a prime minister as head of government. It is a member state of the United Nations, the Council of Europe, the World Trade Organization, and the Organization of the Black Sea Economic Cooperation. The name Moldova is derived from the Moldova River. The valley of this river served as a political center at the time of the foundation of the Principality of Moldavia in 1359. The origin of the name of the river remains unclear. According to a legend recounted by Moldavian chroniclers Dumitru Cantemir and Grigore Udece, Prince Dragoș named the river after hunting an aurochs. Following the chase, the prince's exhausted hound Molda drowned in the river. The dog's name, given to the river, extended to the principality. For a short time in the 1990s, at the founding of the Commonwealth of Independent States, the name of the current Republic of Moldova was also spelled Moldava. After the dissolution of the Soviet Union, the country began to use the Romanian name, Moldova. Officially, the name Republic of Moldova is designated by the United Nations. The prehistory of Moldova covers the period from the Upper Paleolithic, which begins with the presence of Homo sapiens in the area of southeastern Europe some 44,000 years ago and extends into the appearance of the first written records in classical antiquity in Greece. In 2010, N.K. Anas Jutkin discovered Oldowan flint tools at Bairaki that are 800,000–1.2 million years old. During the Neolithic Stone Age era, Moldova's territory stood at the center of the large Cucuteni tree-pillar culture that stretched east beyond the Dniester River in Ukraine and west up to and beyond the Carpathian Mountains in Romania. The people of this civilization, which lasted roughly from 5500 to 2750 BC, practiced agriculture, raised livestock, hunted, and made intricately designed pottery. Carpathian tribes inhabited Moldova's territory in the period of classical antiquity, between the 1st and 7th centuries AD. The south came intermittently under the control of the Roman and then the Byzantine Empire. Due to its strategic location on a route between Asia and Europe, the territory of modern Moldova experienced many invasions in late antiquity and the early Middle Ages, including by Goths, Huns, Avars, Bulgarians, Magyars, Pechenegs, Cumans, Mongols and Tatars. Friar William of Rubruck, who visited the court of the Great Khan in 1254, listed the Black or Vlachs among the peoples who paid tribute to the Mongols. But the extent of the Vlachs' territory remains uncertain. Friar William described Blakia as Asen's territory, south of the lower Danube, showing that he identified it with the northern regions of the Second Bulgarian Empire, also known as the Empire of the Bulgars and